Oh, thank you for joining. How's it going? Cool. It's going well. Okay, yeah. See, half the healer's filled and most of the DPS. Basically, if I chose healer, I would definitely get insta Qs. But I'm mostly keeping casting because I wanted to try to get casting set first, which I probably don't really need to get, but still, I kind of want it because it'll improve my item level and shit. But like typically, like I'll get the tome. I mean, I already have the tome set for. Yeah, I mean, I only stream for a certain amount of time. So like right now, because it's my lunch break, I'm back on my treadmill doing my little cardio while I do my dailies. But then yeah, once it's over, I stop and log off. Sometimes I pop back in. It's like later in the day. Like so, like chatted me, you chatted me during my lunch break, but like I had logged in again later that day, play more Genshin.
careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich? Here we go! Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Bam! Is that all you've got?
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Wait for it! Wait for it! Bam! Nerfine drop kick to your fat head! Altana, give me strength! By the light of the dawn! Not bad!
We shall see.
Not bad at all! Oh, we're just getting started! Wait for it! Wait for it! Auroral uppercut! Man, is that all? And I was just working up an appetite. Behold, the blessed power of Altana! Still kicking? 'Cause so am I! You ready for this? Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Open your eyes! This should do it! Take this, and that, and one of these! Now we're having a party! Time to get serious! Wait for it! Bam! You can't stop the flood of mortal existence! I'm not done yet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Open your eyes. Eat this. Take this, and that, and one of these! This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first... The only way out is forward. A forest, huh?
Oh shit, I'm the only caster. Huh, so if I'm the only caster, I guess I could pass for casting gear later. The problem is, like, hats and feet are possible. You can get hat and feet at the very beginning. So if you ever really want to, like, ignore that shit,
What is that?
you don't have to actually do it at that point.
Tural Vitral? On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big. A dragon! Ah, but surely it's no match for you. Ancient magic. Oh, brace yourselves! Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins? There's something about that big tower.
Oh, what the fuck? I shouldn't have even gotten hit by that. I did my movements thing out of... Somehow it still clipped me, and I wasn't paying attention. I got hit by the second one. But, like, realistically, I shouldn't have gotten hit by the first one. I should have only gotten hit by not paying attention to the second one.
Five of them? This should be interesting. You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Rage cleaves.
Cowardice dismembers. shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Envy and ghosts!
Cowardice dismembers! You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you. Arrogance defiles. Cowardice dismembers.
Apathy strikes!
Yeah, this is by far my favorite fight of the four. Because it's just so cool. The fact that you fight five, each have their own mechanics, the way they layer them,
Our next
it's really cool.
destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Why only you? not die! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world! The land trembles before my might! Frail mortals! I will tear your flesh and crush your bones! Flames of hatred! Oh, how they burn! There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash! Let the fires ride and rage! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny! The darkness within me shall devour you all! This insult! I will scour it away with your blood! Give up your painful strivings! Give in to the darkness of oblivion! Your funeral dirge has begun! Its mournful notes sing of your demise! Wretched filth! Return to the feculent soil that birthed you! Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence. Can your vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath? I will crush you like the insects you are! I will not fall. I will keep coming back until the fires of wrath consume me! The land trembles before my might!
Damn, I missed the third one. Shit. Whatever, we're gonna win. Yeah. I mean, that was my only death. Bad luck, I wasn't paying attention. It's whatever. Here we go. Yeah. That's the tough thing, is when you miss the first one, it really fucks up your sense of perception for that shit. 59, probably gonna lose. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to get the casting pants. I think that was the... well, there's a casting chest, but I already had that, so... the only thing I could have gotten was the casting hat or chest. I got the hat. So, these were all good. Actually, no, there was hands, too. There was hat, hands, and chest, I think, for casting that did drop total. But that was my first time doing it as a Pictomancer. So it's actually been a while since I've actually played a Pictomancer too, so remembering the rotation was a little rough. Not crazy, right? Like it wasn't. I didn't have that hard a time, but and I was getting my rotation better. I was trying to mix in shit. But yeah, it was all about making sure my motifs are up. I kind of forgot. It's like, yeah, you want to make sure you're always doing your motifs because those do the most damage. So, oh, whoops! I forgot to turn in. I have to extract all my materia from my Picto. Whoopsie. Better do that later. But yeah, so I was definitely getting better, and then I only fucked up that. Well, yeah, there were some times where I'm like, okay, I got clipped, and I felt I shouldn't have, but you know, obviously I fucked up. Should have been faster. I mean, for me, I wouldn't say that's too bad, because like I did mess up, but like what I messed up on was just the timing of it. So it's like, oh, okay, I went slightly too late, which is like of everything that's pretty good, because like you know the mechanic, you were just trying to, you know, you just mess up the timing of it. You get the timing down, you're good. If you just get fucked and you don't know what's going on, then you're kind of screwed. So yeah, like the times I only got hit by that one, bad timing, and then I got fucked by the slash. It's like whoops, and it was unfortunate because I got hit by the previous thing, so I had a bone. So I'm like, so if I didn't get hit by the first one for fucking up timing, I wouldn't get killed. Maybe it's hard to tell though because those slashes have a dot, and the dots are pretty powerful, and I have no method of healing. So if they attacked, I would be screwed. Which is closer. I think H triangle is closer. But yeah. So, like I might have survived, but then I could have died to the dots. It's hard to prove I would have been fine, but either way, I mean, it's my own fault for. Yeah, because I didn't even see the first slash go off. I only went to where everyone else was. And so I knew where the second slash was because I was so focused on, oh shit, everyone's not at my position. Then I wasn't paying attention to the third slash. So I just got the completely wrong direction. Realistically, I should have just followed the group. But I do find that a little annoying. Dravinian Control has no Aetherites in its area. So the only way to interact with Dra is to go to Idleshire and then kick yourself out one of the gates. Which is like, really? Like, you could put an Aetherite. Like, this would be a good spot for an Aetherite. Like, I get this is kind of like a ruined area, so sure. But, like, this could have an Aetherite. It's a fucking library. Like, you think the library wouldn't have one? Like, the fact that there's none. So you only can come in from either edges. You have to go from the other area. And Idleshire is at least the closest one, where you can teleport directly to it, and then use the Aethernet to kick you out to an entrance. Whereas if I wanted to do these ones, what is this one? Oh, I didn't realize there was one here. I have to go to Western Kothis, pop through here, or I have to go to the Shrine Forelands, and you can fly a distance. So this is the shortest, but it's still by no means convenient. Oh, I see. Whoops. It wasn't a It wasn't a. It wasn't a ball. It wasn't a. It wasn't a cone, so I didn't think it was this breath attack. So I thought, oh, it's just an AOE, whatever. I'm a tank. I'll just ignore it. But no. It even says it's this awful breath. And God damn it! Like I wasn't paying attention to the name. I'm like, oh, it's circle. Because like every time, it's always been a. It's always been a cone. So it's always been a cone. So it's like it's. Fucking damn it! I do find that kind of annoying. Because you're trying to get out of the menu because you press so many times. You press one extra time, and if you're flying, you descend, which then interrupts your teleport. Wait, what? Where is it? It's not here, right? No, okay, so it must be above us, but not so far enough where it actually indicates that it's above us. It's kind of annoying. Because if it's far enough above, it'll have a little arrow saying, oh, it's above you. This one's above us, but because it's only slightly above us, that they don't say that. Oh, I see. Is this where we... Oh, that's where he was. I didn't realize it. I haven't been up here in such a long time. I didn't realize... I forgot there was a second floor. And I didn't realize there were beds here, too. Yeah, I assume she's the reason why the thing was stolen, and he's blaming himself for some reason or another. Or maybe he's the reason. Maybe she's blaming herself, even though she's not responsible, and it was actually him. But he hasn't told her, and that's why he's so dedicated. He's like, oh, I gotta get back to rectify my mistake. And she thinks, oh no, it's because of what I did. Maybe I wasn't keeping track of it hard enough. In reality, it was him who, like, broke the ward or showed it off or something. Oh, I see. So she revealed all the information, and that was used against them. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So it was a hostage situation. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't say get the cradle back, all is forgiven. No, because what you did, you fucked over a lot of Ishgardian people, too. You put the Ishgardians at risk because in her revenge against the Ishgardian Knights, she's putting the people that they're guarding at risk. And of course the knights. The knights are especially vulnerable. We haven't heard about any deaths so far, but we can assume that there probably has been a death or two, or severe injuries, because they fell asleep in an inopportune moment. But I think actually this is one of the more compelling ones. I think the other people just got tricked or got stolen. This one, she was like, there was a literal life at stake, and like she held a knife to a woman's throat to get it. Like obviously, yeah, as the guardian, you should have prioritized your entire people instead of just one. Sure, we could argue either way, one way or the other. Now, what's really stupid is you have a cradle that can put someone to sleep. You had it in your possession, and you had an enemy in front of you. Just put them to sleep while you're taking the totem out, right? Okay, sure, I'll get the totem, and then the second you touch it in your coat, activate it on her, she falls asleep, you know? Now, obviously, there is still a risk, right? Because with a knife to her throat, you know, it's possible if she realizes she's falling asleep, she could easily just, pull her arm toward her, knife goes into throat, person dies, right? Obviously, it's incredibly risky to do so. But it has the possibility of working, right? If you can put them in an immediate sleep, because obviously your muscles relax in that instance, she could still be injured too. Like, obviously the blade falls downwards. It could, like, slash something. But yeah, I get it. But I think, yeah, the other ones, it was just stolen. You know, it was just like, oh, yeah, they figured out where it was, and they just stole it and ran away. I think one of them might have given it to them. I don't know, or shown it to them, or I forget. It's been a long time. I'll have to go back and check my logs to see how the other ones were initially stolen. But this one seems the most direct one, where it was like, oh, yeah, I committed a crime in stealing it, like, beyond simply just stealing it. Oh, yeah, that's her. He stays awake, she stays asleep. I mean, doesn't that make no sense, though? Because she was like, oh, we met a scholar. And in my... But, if you're supposed to stay asleep while he stays awake, shouldn't you never wake up? Or maybe, actually, no, maybe they would have her wake up, like, once a day to, like, get food and water or something. Because I think you would just waste away and die, obviously. So maybe during that moment, that's when she answered all that woman's questions. I mean, realistically, this is also an incredibly stupid practice, where it's just like, look, I'll hold this and never fall asleep so I can keep an internal vigil, and then you'll just sleep on my behalf. But it's like, oh, okay, cool. So you have a powerful warrior who does that and is able to stay awake forever. But it's like, you realize all you need is just two people, right? You know? One person stays awake from noon to midnight, one person stays awake from midnight to noon. And you're already locking two people behind. Now, to be fair, the person who stays asleep can be just anybody. You don't need a specific person. So fine, right? Whereas to have 2 guards, you'd need 2 properly trained guards. But, like, that's all it is. 2 guards. Like, this is not a troop of men. You know, this is not a guard troop where it's like 100 people all have these totems and are able to keep 100 people, all, you know, eternal vigil. And so, yeah, obviously, having 200 guards would be harder for a smaller clan. But, like, it's 1 fucking person. Like, just have 2 people. Have 1 person guard during the day, 1 person guard at night. Problem fucking solved instantly, right? You're already locking 2 people behind this. Sure, you'd need the second person to actually be trained as well, but like, it's such a weird thing. It's like, we're going to use mystic powers to save 1 guard. We're going to use this mystical totem so that we need 1 less person to guard our village. Like, 1 less all this shit for one person. Like, oh no, before she realizes? What do you mean? Oh, you mean she doesn't realize that it's keeping her awake? Like, what? That makes no sense. Because the girl just said that she answered every and all questions about the relic, and the relic said, yeah, I steal sleep. So the minutia of how it does it is irrelevant. The thief knows, oh, I steal your sleep, or I steal my own sleep and plant it in you. Or realistically, it's like, I'm just taking their vigor. I mean, I guess the difference is, it's rather than transferring your sleep to them, you're just getting their vigor. So your fatigue might still be building up, but you're just able to use, like, other people's vigor to kind of patch over it. So she could just be a big ball of fatigue. A balloon of fatigue that's constantly getting bigger. And she's just using other people's vigor to stop the balloon. And she has to continuously, use it. So at some point she's going to pop with fatigue, perhaps. Hard to say. Because, like, ether is such a weird metaphysical concept. Like, it could be that other people's vigor is literally able to cure herself. Like, the reason why we need sleep to recover our body, it could be that other people's vigor is able to do that. Probably not, right? Because it's still a physical thing. You need your body to rest, to, like, rebuild itself, essentially. Restore cells lost, restore. And presumably, like, this vigor is essentially like a cure, right? It's like, yeah, sure, it might be able to bandage you up, but you're still gonna... hard to say. Well, obviously, we'll just see how it ends. But it's weird that they're just like, oh, well, we just learned this thing and we didn't even know. We have to do it before she knows. It's like, does it matter if she knows? Like... Because all you did was just figure out, oh, this thing might work differently than we thought, but it doesn't matter how it works. It matters, what it is. And even if she figures out, oh, it will work slightly different, how will that change anything, right? She's still going to do the exact same thing. Steal people's vigor, put them to sleep, and stay awake forever. Okay, cool. So it is a level 90. I wasn't sure. I was hoping this wouldn't be a 99. So we're going to have a 98 quest, and then there's going to be the 100 quest. The 100 quest I'll just do as one of my level 100 tanks. But, cool. Now that I've done this tank quest, I assume there's not going to be a 99 one. So, because it's been literally every even number. It's been 90, 92, 94, 95, or 96, 98. So, it has to be 100 for the next one. and then I'll just do it with my level 100 tank. But then I can like level up my Gunbreaker, because I was kind of like leveling them up but not wanting to level them too much, because I don't want to get them to 100 and then have this experience be wasted. Now, 1,000,000 experience is nothing. One leveling roulette gets me like 10 to 15 million, so like, oh no, I did all the role quests as a level 100, I missed out on 5 million experience. It's like, oh no, that's 1/3 a leveling roulette. I see. So yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I guess he doesn't like. I don't know, because like if he's not keeping her asleep 100% of the time so that he can stay awake 100% of the time, then again, you still need someone to. Sleep, like to cover him while he sleeps. Because she's not falling asleep 100% of the time. Now it's possible that the small amount he gets from her, combined with his training, means that he can stay awake 100% of the time. Maybe. Otherwise, you'd need to drain even more to keep yourself up without the training. Maybe that's how the thief is able to do it. She just excessively drains and is able to keep herself up that way. But either way, it's the kind of thing where it's like, yes, instead of like, congratulations, you're using a powerful ancient relic to save resources, to save one extra person from guarding. Hooray! I mean, the leader's not that bad. Like, has she directly... Like, she could easily put these knights to sleep and slit their throats herself, right? So she's clearly not that depraved. You know? She's just trying to embarrass them, or essentially, she's rebelling against Daddy. She has daddy issues. She's like, oh my god, I hate you people. I want to act the way I want, and my family's forcing me to act like this, and the knights were forcing me to act like this. I'm gonna make a laughingstock of Ishgardian knights and the noble families, as a way to get back at them. But realistically, if she was an actually bad, selfish asshole, she would just put them to sleep, slit their throats, slit the merchants' throats. You know, that would make them look even worse. You know, that would make them look even worse, because not only would they be incapacitated, but they'd also be dead, right? Like, we're able to save them and recover them, but like if she had done that, like, that would lose a lot of trust, because It's like right now, like all it is just embarrassing the knights, but not any of the people. There have been no like commoner being affected. So it's like, yeah, if you killed everybody, put them to sleep, killed them all, you know, that's a bad dude. So the guy who recruited her, I wouldn't say he's super bad because she's kind of a wimp. And actually, realistically, all of them have been pretty much wimps. Like they've all been kind of wimpy and just kind of selfish little spoiled children in their own ways. So I don't imagine that the mastermind behind this is a super hardened criminal either. Oh, okay. So it was her own fault. I missed the line where she was... So basically, because she was fucking about too much at night, she was exhausted. She didn't get a good night's sleep, fell asleep on duty. Now, should she be kicked out for that? No, I mean, she should just be disciplined. Like, obviously, yeah. It's not aiding and abetting dragons. She just was stupid. You know? She was just dumb outside of duty. And to be fair, like, it's just negligence, sure. But, like, it's something that the Knight Commander should have been like, dude, you fell asleep on your duty because of all the bullshit you're doing at night. Please, rein it in. Especially for a first offense. She only got completely screwed because it just happened to be dragons this time. And dragons were their lifetime enemy. But even still, like... Yeah, a little dumb. But because she was asleep, right? Like, obviously, it's not planned. But yeah, so she definitely does seem like a little bullshit because she was, screwed over like that, but whatever. It's still her own fault. Like, if she needed to not be fucking about at night, get a good night's sleep if you're going to be, working a job where it requires your attention. And puts your own life at risk. The fact that she's not dead is great. Like, he should have killed her. Should have killed them all. Unless maybe it did. Maybe, like, it killed every one of her charges, and she just got injured, woke up, and was able to run away. If that's what happened, then okay, yeah, I guess. If all your charges are dead, and you got injured and ran away, then yeah, like, the consequences would be dire enough to warrant expulsion. Oh, okay. So that's going to be the level 100 quest. I was going to say, like, if this is us going there, interacting with her, and then she gets away, or it then leads to the fight we need to do, I would have put a pin in it. But it seems like just getting this information and is just all we are doing to prep for the final confrontation that is going to be done in the level 100 quest. Okay. I think I'll start the quest just so I have it in my quest log, and then I'll call it today. What? What do you mean it would have never been stolen? Like, yes, it would have. She took her hostage. You realizing she's far more important than you thought would have you have done the exact same thing. The only thing that could have made you possibly not get it stolen is if you had tried to put her to sleep or refused her and had her die, perhaps. You know, that's the only way you could have not had it stolen. Realizing she's more important than you thought she was, even back then you were willing to give up the totem for her. So having her be more important doesn't mean shit. Like, this is obviously a stupid sentiment. I mean, the sentiment itself is, oh, you're important to me, cool. The conclusion that he drew is completely stupid. Yes, if I had realized this earlier, it wouldn't have been stolen. Now, presumably what he means is, if I'd realized this earlier, and we could have broken the cycle, then this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, sure, of course. If he had realized this earlier, and broken out of the cycle, and they weren't using the totem anymore, maybe it was sealed away and next to be never used, yeah, of course, sure. But, like, any one of you could do this. Like, any one of you the past Shut Eye, Open Eyes could have done this in however long you've been doing this thing. So I don't think it's your fault for not realizing something that literally every single one of the previous Guardians could have also realized and put a stop to. I mean, it's surprising how stupid this basic premise is, too. Like I know one of the totems was, like, it causes bad luck to form. Or, like, it invites bad luck. Something like that. I forget. And that was the casting one, I think. Where it was that noble dude who was pretending to be a superhero. By basically causing problems and solving them, and then when people accost him, he would use the totem, which would then cause bad luck to the people accosting him. But that one was, like, sealed away because they realized, oh shit, this is dangerous. This one is like, oh, okay, it has a usable purpose, but its usable purpose is still pretty stupid. It's like, oh, I know, rather than having 2 guards, one that guards during the day, one that guards during the nighttime, let's instead take 2 people and make one a guard and the other not a guard, and essentially we'll just keep the one guard awake while the other one sleeps. It's like, okay, so basically you still need 2 people. All you're doing is, because 2 people are dedicated to doing this. She's dedicated to sleeping so that he can stay awake. So 2 people are still, you still have to find 2 people in your clan to do this. Whether you have 2 guards guarding in 12-hour shifts, or 2 people, you still need to do that. You still need 2 people. The only difference is that one of the people doesn't need to be a guard. You can just be anybody. But regardless, it's like, you should have more than 1 guard trained at all times anyway. Like, you should be training a bunch of guards. Because, sure, he's the best guard, but, like, he's going to go, he's going to get old. And he's going to need to be replaced. And so you can't, and like, of course, if he dies, then you're kind of fucked, right? If he's the only one you've trained to be a guard, and he dies, then you have no guards. So it's like, okay, so clearly you have to have some guards in training and shit. In which case, why don't you just have, have the best guard? Maybe the best guard during the night, maybe? I don't know, presumably you get more action during the day, so you probably want the best guard then. But the dark is more dangerous, so you might want the best guard then. Either way, though, it's like you have your top 2 guards, and then you just have other sub-guards. Like, I don't know, yeah, so the basic premise of this totem is stupid. Where it's just like, yeah, you have to be training more than 1 guard, simply because shit happens. And if 1 guard dies, you need to have people trained. You just can't train a guard instantly. So you have to have a system in place that is constantly training people to be guards. So that, if something goes wrong, or he needs to retire, or, because, it's not like you can guard with 1 person anyway, because, he's not like he's superpowered, right? It's not like this is giving him extra abilities. He's just, the only ability it's giving him is the ability to stay awake. So it's his normal ability is just being able to use, that he's able to use 24/7. So it's not like, oh, I've given you the super, like, you're now, you have the strength of 100 men. Then sure, yeah, 1 person could guard, with that kind of power. But it's not. So, it's kind of dumb. But it's whatever, man. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it for this. I'll probably be back on later today to play a little more Genshin, explore a little more. I might save the Chaska quests for when I work out, but I still have more exploration to do, and I'll do the world quest. I'll probably do the exploration in the top, in the northeast part, or northwest part of the new Natlan area, because that's an entire world quest and it's separate from everything else. So it's not part of the tribe quest. So I'll probably actually just focus on the world quest for the most part in Natlan while exploring, and then while I'm working out during the day, I'll work on the tribe quests, because there's only 3 per tribe. So 6 quests total, so there's no real huge rush I need to do them, because they'll always be there. And 6 quests total, but the second tribe, only Chaska's tribe has all 3 of them available now. The 3rd quest for the other tribe will not be available until presumably until Lolly appears, and it'll probably be her character quest as the 3rd tribe quest. So the next patch, 5.3, is when we'll probably get it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.